Hello YouTube, greetings from the Lazy Eyebrow Reviewer to an unboxing for the first time in a long time. Haven't done this in a while, as the P.O. box came to a close, but a few people wanted to send me stuff, so they reached out. A few people offered me things to buy, so I did, and one person was generous enough to make me a custom and send it my way, which blew my mind. All I had to do was buy the figure in the first place. Well, I say figure. You'll see what I mean when we get to that. But, yeah. So, but yeah, I guess I've got enough things to do an unboxing, and it all kind of showed up at once. So let's get this underway. So this first box comes from Epic's Collectibles. It's a duo of two guys down in the States that they run an eBay web page thing, I don't know, an eBay account where they buy figures in bulk and then resell them with shipping from the States, as opposed to waiting 3-4 weeks for shipping from China, which sometimes is fine and sometimes can take up to 6 months. I don't like that, and so I think it's cool that they're doing that, because they're just doing it on the side while they live their life and thing, and that's pretty cool. They sent me this stuff saying, if you could promote us, that'd be great. So here I am promoting them. There's their link to their channel. That'll also be in the description. And they've got a lot of cool stuff. Some KO, some official. They buy in huge lots and then part them out type thing. So they reached out to me and asked if they could send me a few things. They've been watching the channel for a while in return to, not to reiterate, but in return, promote them. So happily promoting them, because this is pretty cool. This is not a small box. Goodness. So let's get opening. Okay, so I kind of knew about this one going in, but this is seeing it in hand is kind of special. It's a KO, but I have myself MP36 again. Oh my goodness. I know it's a KO. It's not the real thing, so it's not like, wow, it's amazing. It's pretty cool. Oh man. This doesn't scale with anything in my collection except for that sound wave that I have from Firehawk, but it's really cool to have this in my collection again, I gotta say. Maybe I'll use this for a few shots here and there, but it's kind of cool. Oh man. So the other thing I think is in here, I'm pretty sure it's just these two things. Oh hey, there's a letter. Okay, Mr. Eyebrow, you did it in block letters too. I hope this letter finds you in good health, and it does. The contents of this package you have received, presumably not open yet, includes the following. Presumably not open yet, and I opened it from the wrong side like a dingus. So here's the figures. Okay, it says one miscellaneous, so there is something I don't know about in here. Neat. I would just like to say that I'm a huge fan of your channel. You enjoy a lot of the same things I do, Transformers, cars, etc. Thank you for continuing to produce excellent content. Your virtual friend, I guess, Epic's Collectibles, because I'm not going to say his name because I don't know if he wants that. So the other thing he sent me, well, I'm just not going to say it because I might not open it. Yeah, okay, there it is. So I bought a KO undersized Devastator. I got it specifically because it scaled with the rest of the combiners. Unfortunately, it had a few errors. It was missing a foot, and Scrapper's knee joint was... I got two right ones, which means it didn't peg in correctly, and I've just lived with it. And I mentioned that to him, asking if he had spare parts, and he said not only did he have spare parts, he had a spare figure. So he sent me an undersized KO Devastator, which is pretty rockin', I gotta say. So now I have two of these, which means I'm going to customize one to be mainly robot better centric, and I'm going to customize the other one to be mainly Devastator centric. It'll make transformations a lot easier. So that's pretty cool that I have this, because again, like I said, it's going to make things a lot easier. And one thing I'm definitely modifying is I am modifying Mixmaster, because that... This is kind of a lame foot, really. It's like, what is that for a foot? So yeah, thanks for that. That was amazing. I super appreciated that. Now there is said one miscellaneous thing aside from, ooh, good stickers. Alright, let's see what this miscellaneous is. I'm intrigued because I did not know this was coming. Hey! That's pretty cool. It's like little tiny Camaro Bumblebee and... Oh, neat. So yeah, little Legends class Bumblebee and Barricade figures. That's pretty cool. Hold them up to a better camera. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, kind of adorable looking. Neat. I like how they're like Hot Wheels scale. These look like they're 1/64 scaled. I'm not sure if they're supposed to be, but hey, I dig it. I think there's something else in here too. Oh, no way. Oh wait, this isn't what I thought it was, but that's okay. This looks like Laserbeak from the movie. I think it's Laserbeak from the movie. I thought it was the one my sister had when she was like 15, but it's not. But that's still pretty cool anyway. And it's a shame that I just finished filming Soundwave, because this kind of would have been cool to include for that video. Oh well. It's okay, we can get our robot condor thing go. Is this like a spring-loaded shot thingy? Huh. Neat. Because 2010 was all about these spring-loaded gimmicks, wasn't it? Yes, there's little Laserbeak with his red hands. Laserbeak was weird in that movie, wasn't it? We got, ooh, a little Legends Scorponok. I don't know. It looks like he's missing some leg things. Probably is. I don't know how that transforms. We'll figure that out later. But we also got a Legends Starscream. The flying Dorito. Yeah. Man. These Legends things are cool. I did not expect these. That's so neat. I like these. I really like these. I'm not a fan of movie designs, but I really like these. So yeah, here's MP36 again. Decided to open it. Oh man. That's okay, I've never seen the KO before, but this is kind of neat. It's a different shade of gray. It's slightly darker and a little more metallic. And the face is like this like shade of lavenderish blue. That's fascinating. Because I had the official one, and it's like this light gray with this paint that easily chips off. But this one's like this like steely gunmetal gray. Not gunmetal dark gray, like gunmetal gray. It's actually really cool looking. I forgot how big this thing was, man. I can't believe all my figures used to be this scale and I used to animate with it. Like, wow. It's been some time. Fun fact, that Megatron was, the guy I sold it to, he ended up getting that signed by Frank Welker. So how neat is that? The Megatron that ended up getting used for the G1 intro recreation ended up in the hands of Frank Welker and then signed by Frank Welker. How cool is that? Okay, bit of a side note. People keep saying how ridiculously tough Masterpiece Megatron MP36 is to transform. I've been getting that comment a lot lately on the intro and whatnot, and how, like, I can't believe you transformed it and whatnot just to get it. So, I'm going to throw a timer up right here, and then we're going to speed up the footage. I'm not going to make you sit through it. It's been almost 3 years since I've transformed this guy. And I think I'm going to do it from memory. I think it's that easy. So, here we go. Ooh, goodness. Well, that took a lot longer than I thought, but it's done. Mind you, there's some clearance issues that I think are more it being a KO than it being me. One thing I'm surprised about, it didn't come with an orange cap. And for it having gone from China to the States and then from the States to Canada, I'm surprised that neither way the border crossing guy said, hey, wait a minute. So, oh, look at that. And as I say, oh, they're clearance issues. It's the KO's fault. It all snaps together while I'm talking. Okay, fair enough. So yeah, there's MP36 Megatron all transformed up. And that only took me probably 20 minutes. maybe. No instructions, no nothing. Just going strictly off memory here. And yeah, it's actually really cool to have this in hand again. I'm like, thank you, man. This is kind of special to me. So yeah, this is KO MP36 Megatron. Never expected to see one of these, KO or not, in my hand again. And it's really cool to see. So this next box comes from a friend. He's actually the one that I talked to, that was the trucker that he and I talked to for a few hours about Earthrise Optimus and what he may or may not have in terms of brakes on the back wheels and whatnot. Excuse me. So, there's, like, I know what's in there, sort of. I know what the big thing is, and the big thing is right. It's a big box. He was looking to get a new one of these, and was happy to send an old one of, and I expressed interest in this particular type of thing, and he's been looking for a way to contribute to the channel somehow, so this was him happily saying, yes, please take this and use it, because he's been enjoying A, the videos lately, and B, the work I've been doing in terms of 3D printing and whatnot. So, please excuse my screw. I don't have a knife on me right now. I don't feel like getting one. Oh, man. This is really cool. It's a resin printer. Man, that is really cool. I think it's an older Photon, too. He wanted to get a new one. Oh, okay, that's what he was talking about. He was talking about an exhaust vent back here. Because it's kind of toxic, and I need to get that installed and whatnot. There's a lot of learning I have to... Any cubic Photon, that's what this is. Small bed, though. It's definitely not what I'm doing with 3D printing. Like, I think this is about a third the print bed size, which is okay. I mean, like, for making accessories and whatnot, I'm rarely ever doing anything big, and if I am doing something big, it's fine to use something small like this. So, he gave me this. Ugh. As well as 2 bottles of resin. One's lime green. Oh no, 2 are lime green. Huh, neat. And then some are clear. Oh, there's a big bottle of clear in there. Yeah, big bottle of clear. So, it'll be interesting to make some stuff out of this. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the green. I'm thinking of getting some pink, making some energon cubes and whatnot. Because for those to be see-through, I think it would be really, really cool. Wanted to get some orange as well, make some more blast effects and flare effects, because jet fires are cool, but they only come with 2. And sometimes I want more than 2, like for Astrotrain, I want like 3 or 4 or whatever. Woohoo! I think you mentioned that this was coming, but I kind of forgot about it. Another masterpiece for the day. Oh my. This is G2 Sideswipe in his black and red Countach. Okay, yeah, this is one thing he was mentioning, is that this arm... Oh, there's no pin! Oh. Because, yeah, he and I were talking once about this, and, like, how to fix it and whatnot, because he said his arm wouldn't stay in or something. I wonder if there's a way I could fix this. That's kind of neat. I like the face all that. It's all like, grrr. Like he's just had a bad day. He's just like, get out of my way. I'm mad that I'm a fly. Oh, what a great set. Look how metal he is. It's Sideswipe during that teenage emo phase of like 2007. Alright, second box from Epic's Collectibles. And Wifey just had to, jump in frame. I bought this from them. This is something I guess that's redundant to say, but I purchased this from their store. This isn't something they gifted me, but figured it's worth unboxing anyway. Oh, hey, that's kind of neat. It's that Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime thing. I think it's Legends class. That's pretty cool. I have no idea if I'm doing this right, but there's, I think, Legends. Maybe it's Scout class. The Beast Hunter's Optimus Prime. It's kind of a cool figure. I liked Prime. I really did. I liked it more than animated just because of its whole... Everything had weight to it. In terms of... Animation-wise, I preferred it more than animated, but I've kind of come around on animated, which I'll get into in a different video, but it's kind of cool to have that little guy. It's neat. I've got 2 of the Generations junk heaps, though one of them is a custom, is how it was labeled. Which one is it? It's, I think it's this one. It's funny, I said one of them had a custom head, but I think I may have been thinking of something else. Anyway, apparently I bought 2 junk heaps, which whenever I find a Wreck-Gar, which I missed out on about a few weeks ago, actually someone had one for 20 bucks. But he was gone. Anyways, whenever I get a Wreck-Gar of this thing, I'll have a decent collection of Junkions, at least 3 of them, which would be nice, but we'll see how that goes. So this next package comes from Robert. I don't know if he wants me to say his last name or not, but considering it's in the Patreon intro, I don't think he cares. Anyways, I know what's in this one. He told me everything. He's the guy that made the backgrounds for me that you've been seeing in the reviews and whatnot, the street view and whatnot. One of the things he offered to do was he did a custom for me, provided I bought and shipped him the figures. So I did that, and my figures, I mean, we'll get into it because they're not really robots. We'll get into that. Before I do that, I just wanted to show off the shipping label. He printed off a custom one, and by golly, I'm impressed. Like, just look at that. That's some attention to detail right there. So we'll get these out of the way first. These are Magic Square. Actually, I don't know if this is Magic. No, this is MechFans Toys. Anyways, we got Blaster and the tape team for Magic Square Soundwave. These aren't mine. These are for review. So he's lending these to me, and they're actually his sons. But looking at them, they're pretty cool. They're legend-sized figures of the tape people. Granted, Blaster doesn't come with his tape people, but Season 2 never did. So that's okay. But I think they're pretty cool. They look pretty cool. Can't wait to tear into them. Well, literally. Okay, so now we're getting to the real meat and potatoes of... Uh-oh. I'm sure I can fix that. What he actually sent me. So, as most of you know, one of my other hobbies that I don't really do too often because I'm too busy with Transformers is model railroading. And the model railroading I do is HO scale, which is 187. So this is a 187 scale Kenilworth K100. And he has retinted the windows purple. And he's made the truck black. And he's added a Decepticon symbol. And I'm pretty sure you can see where this is going, because he also included a trailer that has the stripes. Honestly, seeing what he was doing, because he was sending me updates the whole time, actually really inspired me to redo some of the ones that I have, because some of them are really sloppy. So here's his trailer, decked out in silver with purple vinyl applied. And this just goes on here, and you have a 187 scale Motormaster with a 43 foot, I think it's a 43 foot scale trailer, which is even longer than my Optimus trailer, which I think is 40, I think it's a 38 foot trailer, that one. So it's kind of cool that Motormaster, my scale version, has a longer trailer than Optimus. But that wasn't all. No, this is just the truck. Some of you on Twitter may have been following me. I was posting updates of a race car I was designing in Blender. And this was for that project, is because a HO scale version of a Tyrrell P34 simply does not exist. So I designed one. And I printed it. And he painted it. And seeing it in person after it's all done, because when I printed this is in lemon yellow. And this yellow is, oh, it's so nice. It's not really focusing all that well. But as for the colors, I asked for them specifically. So I printed the engine, he chromed that out. I printed the tires, and he added an axle so they actually spin. You got the front tires spinning as well. And surprisingly enough, this, like, if I didn't know that it was printed and that I designed this, I would have thought this was official. Like, this feels like the weight of your standard HO scale car. And so, yeah, he did up the stripes, and he added chrome to the suspension bits at the front. So, yeah. So that one's impressive because I had a hand in creating that. And to see it actually realized is, like, super cool. I'm happy with that one. The other three I bought and sent to him. This one's a Hot Wheels, which means it's fully die cast. This one's the Ferrari, which means it's Wild Rider. And I asked for him to be painted in this charcoal color with this really slick, like, blood red in the back, or on the bottom. And he got this metallic, shiny, chromy red. I don't know, I just listed off 3 different finishes. But he did the windows in it. And it looks so good. And in the hood, he did in brushed aluminum. And the focus is just not cooperating with. I'm going to have to take pictures of it. In fact, I will be. Again, I said Starscream review. It's going to be in that. So up next is the Porsche. This is Dead End. And it's really cool. Have it really tiny. The funny thing about this guy is that this is the color he came in. Not the stripe. The stripe he added. Actually, he did a really good job. It's not showing up well on camera, but he actually did the gold. And he added the silver pinstripe in there and made it look really good. I'm talking about, like, the maroon, though. The maroon is the color that the car came in, and it was just really cool that it was ready-made, ready to go. All he had to do was add the stripe, and away we go. And finally, the one he worked the hardest on, because doing striping like this at this scale is it's plenty not easy. He did this before on his Hot Wheels, which is why he offered to do it at all, because he knew what he was doing. But to do it at this scale was very delicate. This is Breakdown. So you can see how tiny it is, so you can imagine how hard it is to get the blue like that. And while no, it's not 100% clear cut, especially around the rims, it's honestly at this scale, I'm impressed that he was able to do it at all. I know I certainly couldn't. Not at this, like, that's like 400% cleaner than I could ever get it. But oh, it looks so good, and it's this nice white with like a touch of cream to it. I like the color. The color is nice. There, HO scale Stunticons. They're all in scale with each other, the way I like it. There's Motormaster without a cab now because it fell off. I gotta glue it all together. There's chrome bits that come with it. I'm supposed to assemble it. But the fact that I now have a scale-worthy set of Decepticons is pretty cool. So yeah, thanks to Rob for the Constructicons and for lending out his son's tapes. Thanks to the other Rob for the 3D printer. That was... And yeah, thanks again to Epis Collectibles for A, the gifts, and B, the stuff that I got. That was really cool. And again, the link to their eBay page is right up here that you can click and just check out their stores. I think it's really cool what they're doing. The fact that it's just like just a side job. They love Transformers. They want to provide good deals. They want to be local. So that's what they're doing for people. And I can get behind that. So again, I totally recommend that. The link will be in the description as well. So yeah, thanks again for everyone for watching. And I'll see you with the next review.